Look at this giant stack of toys. Hello there. My name's Kevin, aka Toying Around. I'm a toy collector, toy photographer, and sometimes toy reviewer. And you are watching Unboxing Thursdays. I have a huge pile of toys, as you can see right here, and more over there. And this stream is a weekly push for me to unbox things, and so that I can make space. You know, get rid of the boxes, and there's more space to fill it with more toys. So this is a weekly rap session with some of my friends in the toy collecting community, and we discuss all the different aspects from this hobby that we love. So whether you're tuning in live, watching on the bus on the way to work later, or doing the dishes tonight, make sure you hit that thumbs up if you like what I'm doing here every week, and subscribe with notifications on, and share with your friends. Go tell everybody, because all of that goes towards helping this channel grow and the YouTube algorithm that we're all a slave to. Because sometimes I get weird recommendations, man, like really weird stuff, like 6-year-old videos. I don't know how that works. Last week, I had a great time chatting with Bobby Valla from the Valaverse, and he told some hilarious stories. And, you know, it's always a good time with Bobby. He's been in the industry a while too, so there's always some great insight there. So I was really excited for that. You can also catch that on this channel later when this episode is done. Next week, April 1st, I will be having the enablers back. That's Josh, Mike, and Mario. And hopefully it won't be another 5-hour stream, but it might be, because that's my birthday weekend. So I took the Friday after off, so it might go kind of crazy. April 8th, Dark Joker's in, Dante from the Infinity Equation will be on, and April 15th, the Chamba. You already know the Chamba, no introduction needed. Tonight, oh man, I had my guest this evening. Oh no, all of my information screwed up. I had the whole intro ready. All right. Give me 1 second. Tonight's guest. Oh, this is balls. Yeah, it's Adam. It's Adam.
Yes.
No,
you're already gonna have to pull this stream. That's it.
2 minutes. I mean, at this point, if I have to unlist this, I can just start over. It's only 4 minutes. Hold on, I got it. My guest this evening. Hold on, I'm gonna remove you. We're gonna edit this in post. My guest tonight. He is the artist formerly known as Prospect, Lord of the Deep V, foodie, and self-proclaimed Halo Master Chef. Halo Master Chef? Is that intentional? Industry insider and creative director at Gentle Giant Studios, podcast ninja, mother of the Cursed Dead and breaker of mortal ruin chains, originator of Keeping It Ernie, the Depression Pile, and Plus Ultra, aka Adam Van Wickler, your friendly neighborhood playing with myself.
That was a pretty respectable Plus Ultra. I dug it.
I can hit that high pitched voice real good.
You did it. You did.
How's it going, man?
I'm doing great. It's Thursday.
Thanks for coming on.
Of course. I'm ready. I'm doing 4 hours of streaming tonight. 2 with you, then 2 with Toy Migos right after this.
4 hours of the Deep V. I love it.
Yeah, I know I just told you this, but we have to tell the audience. So I was like stretching out my V right before the show, and I like ripped it. I was trying to get it really as deep as humanly possible.
Is this deep enough?
Whoa! Look, you're showing off like chest tattoos too. Mine are lower, so it's like I have some as well.
You're gonna make Ronald Ramos.
Is there a nipple on this show or no? Is it?
I don't have a live censoring on here.
Yeah, censor bars.
I had to order this shit.
How many tattoos are we gonna show off?
I had to order this because it's so ridiculous.
I don't think that's ridiculous at all. I think you look quite handsome.
This is where super chats go to the extent of joking with guests. I hope you all like this shit. Adam, I'm sure there are a lot of people here who are from the chat Migos, but in case people don't know you, what kind of stuff are you up to? What are you into? What do you do?
All right. My name is Adam Van Wickler. You can see it like right here.
Yeah,
my name, but I'm also known as Playing With Myself. So on Instagram, I'm playing with myself. On Facebook, I'm playing with myself. On Twitter, I'm playing with myself. You can see how many times I could say that. And then I also have playingwithmyself.com. So yeah, there's a lot of playing with myself going on.
Do you ever get like accidental? Do you ever get emails from your website someone went to playingwithmyself.com and started
literally that's like if you go to the website, it straight up says that like, oh, you found my website while you were probably looking for pornography. So like that's yeah, it's definitely it's a questionable name, but you know, at the same point, I feel like it makes sense, and that's
intentional. It's premeditated. I know it is.
The jokey guy that I am.
High School Creations, thank you for the super chat and supporting the channel. He just says, wow.
I mean, deservedly. Love you, High School Creations.
So many people here for you, man. They're all in the chat. There was already like 10 likes for the video this morning when I was looking up stuff. So
that's big ups to the Toy Migos and the Chat Migos. So obviously, like I forced myself upon the Toy Migos at the beginning of the pandemic. Cheney and Ernie had me on the show, I think in January of last year before the pandemic, to talk about Mortal Ruin and Cursed Dead,
right?
I'm sure you're going to ask about later. But so I talked to them about that, was on the show. Then they started doing the quickie minis during the pandemic and invited me on, and I just never left. So right. Yeah, I have become, I'm the prospect from the Toy Migos. And then my day job is I am the creative director at Gentle Giant Studios. So I work with all the different clients, Hasbro, Mattel, Diamond, Dark Horse, and oversee the prototyping process for anything that they desire. So lots of action figures, but also statues, mini busts, Pez dispensers, shampoo toppers, you name it. There's a lot of stuff that's not quite as interesting to these people that we still do for work.
That's incredible, man. Oh, you guys do. Oh, that's right. I remember hearing you mention that, the shampoo.
Oh yeah, everything. Like I mean, like it's still a job, it's still work, but yeah, the fun stuff is obviously action figures. You know, I'm a giant nerd for this stuff. So, you know, the Hasbro Marvel Legends line is one of the lines that we've been involved in for a very long time, and you know, it's like near and dear to me, and you know, work on a ton of stuff. If you follow me on Instagram, I post stuff that we worked on. Like that's what my Instagram page is.
One of your Instagram pages.
One of the 7 of them is
I've listed your Instagram page, the main one, and also your link tree. Do you have to buy like the premium link tree just to post all of your accounts? Is there a limit?
Now I learned about Linktree because of Toy Migos, because like Cheney and Dario, they do all the heavy lifting. They like figure everything out, and then I'm just like, oh, that's a good idea. So Linktree is actually that's just a free account. Like that's a free thing. I mean, like I think you have to pay for certain levels of it, but like I was just free, and yes, I have so many different accounts and stuff that I was like, oh, this will work perfectly for me.
Exactly. Thank you, Primero, for the super chat. He says didn't even drop a super chat yet. Hashtag, what does Ernie always say? Free the chips.
Free the chips. Yeah,
or the dips.
Probably that's safer, right?
Same. Also, thank you to Ironhead for the super chat. He says those are some deep V's. I told you this is the battle of Helm's Deep V's.
Helm's Deep V. I love it because I'm a Lord of the Rings nerd. So like that's great. I definitely dig that reference. And then also just to throw this out there, but a lot of these guys. So yeah, we have Toy Migos and Chat Migos showing up to support, but we also have the Tuesday crew. You know, Unparalleled Universes.
Hell yeah, Tuesday crew is always showing love in the chat here. So thank you very much, guys.
Yeah, I too count myself as one of those hooligans, and yeah, apparently I go on his show and then they get unlisted.
There's no proof of that. There's no proof that you were on there.
No, Plastiadito.
That's right.
There is proof. I just want him to edit. Like he needs to do some clips of the ones where it's like I'm starting a whole thing, and I want to get as many people behind me as possible of teaching Wade about love. So there was like a whole thing where like he's so anti-love, and it's like we had a whole discussion, and then the end of that 5.5 hour stream was epic because I'm not going to spoil it in case that there is ever a clip posted.
I've heard about it.
Yeah, there were some lessons learned that day. Like that was a big thing. It was a big moment. Yeah,
thank you.
Why did you put the shirt back on? Why did you cover that up?
Canada, it's cold down here in the basement.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
All right, thank you, Darth Clueless, for the super chat. He says the V is glorious. So since this shirt was paid for all of your by super chats, I don't think I could have bought a cheaper shirt on Amazon and had it delivered. But there were some ridiculous styles. Like I sent some to Janie because we're always sending jokes back and forth of like stupid shit that we'll do. And there are some ridiculous styles that I found. But I did take off that shirt while you're here, Adam. Thank you. Quick plug. 1 second. Plunderling t-shirts by TAXHF will be up for pre-order tomorrow or at midnight after we're done here.
I am a fan of, like, you can see some Plunderlings right there behind me. I have a few in the Fawn also, and I ordered some more from Big Bad Toy Store. So good stuff, man.
One of the things that I know you love to do is shout out everyone in the chat when you're on Toy Migos and Ernie isn't there.
Oh, dude, don't make me do that. You're not like, come on. Like,
no, I won't. I made Ernie do it when he was here.
The name, dude, it's just like you have to.
There's a lot of people, guys. Thank you very much. Like you said, Chat Migos, the Butter Nation, Tuesday Crew, everybody, all of your gang associations and affiliations. Thank you. This is the one peaceful area where there's no gang wars. I know.
Angry Appa posted it in his IG story. Are we allowed to say that, or am I embarrassing you by saying that?
That's not it. It's his IG story.
I did, like, that's like the cool, like, I told you, it's like, it feels like your famousness is rubbing off a little bit on me. Like I now have appeared in the IG story of the guy who piloted an X-Wing in The Mandalorian. Like
your twerking Spider-Man photo has graced his stories.
I'm gonna tell my mom and dad about that. They're gonna be like, you make action figures? Boring. The X-Wing pilot from The Mandalorian posted about you being on a live stream? Amazing. That's going to be this year's Christmas card.
One of your many, many live streams that you're on?
That's true, yeah.
How do you do this? How do you have... what did you say you were? Something director at Gentle Giants?
Creative director.
Director. Then you do the thing with the Toy Migos every night, Thursday, 4 nights a week.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then Thursday.
Yeah, you've got the family. You've got what's the other podcast that you're on with Mr. Vonner?
For the Culture. That's so that's the Nacelle group. Those are the guys behind Netflix, The Toys That Made Us. Right. So we're working on that. We have a couple episodes recorded at this point, and then we're recording more. I honestly don't know what the schedule is for releasing those, but I'm very much looking forward to it. It'd be cool. It's myself, Rich Mayerick, who's part of the Nacelle group. He's like an executive producer over there. He's a giant toy nerd, just like all of us, and obviously Dave Vonner, who is near and dear to me. He's been a close friend for a long time now. So yeah, definitely looking forward to people listening to that and seeing whether or not I behave myself.
What I wanted to know, because this is a pre-recorded podcast that you guys are doing and releasing later. I'm assuming it's not like about current events. I don't know how much you can talk about.
I mean, like, honestly, that is kind of a little bit like we definitely do talk about current things that are not going to be so current. Like, we were recording this like back, in late 2020, I think we started, like fall of 2020, we started recording some episodes. So there's going to be some topics that are maybe not cutting edge at the moment, but they're also going to edit, like, so it's an audio only podcast. So they're editing, and like, there's all, it's a very like, I go to a building and they have like plexiglass, and we wear our masks, social distance from each other, and then when we record, we're behind like plexiglass with microphones set up like far apart from one another so we can take the masks off. But it's
That's
like
funny.
it's definitely not. It's not just me like sitting in front of my action figures. You know, like I'm doing a little bit more, and I don't know. They invited me. It was great. I'm flattered.
Yeah, man. At one point I suspected you might be multiple man because there's no way you as one body can be doing so many things at once.
That's like I'm like the Incredible Hulk, but instead of always being angry, I'm just always tired. Very, very tired. All the time.
My fiance asks me all the time, she's like, how do you fall asleep so quickly wherever you are? You're like sitting down half out of a chair, like on the floor in the kids' playroom. And then I always do it in the Bruce Banner. He's like, what's your secret? And he's like, I'm always tired. Instead of like I'm always angry, I'm just always tired.
Dude, like your fiance and mine should talk then, because like she has the same like question to me. It's like if I put my head down on the pillow, like I'm snoring 2 seconds later. Yep. Like that's it.
Fabster with the super chat. Thank you very much. He says TAXPWM. Let's go. Weird that I've low-key nearly broken NDAs with both of you. Whoa. How do you say something give a message like that and tease everyone in the crowd? But thank you very much.
You can reveal it on the ACBA podcast or something this weekend.
Thank you, everyone who's here. Thank you for liking and sharing if you did. I want to go back and shout out everyone who's here since the beginning, but this program that I use doesn't go back that far. So that's how awesome everyone has been with interacting. I know Primero was here first. Some guy, Adam Van Wickler, was in chat earlier.
Who the heck is that guy?
Is that guy some weirdo? Papa Schmitty, Chad Kinsler. Chad Kinsler is the man. Everyone go follow Chad. He hooks up everyone.
Is the man. He's the nicest dude.
Awesome guy. MC Tapper, Marcus Yee, Justin Tense. Justin, thank you. He gave up his pre-order because he moved out of town, and I got his pre-order for a Cobra infantry. El Collector, Winger loses here. Adam Gonzalez, what's going on? He says, what's up, Kevin and Adam? Fignata, Toy Chase, Tony Collector. See, I know whose name hasn't been read yet. Ryan Carper. I don't know why Ernie has such an issue with this. Vern's Hobbies, thanks for coming out.
Oh, you'll get there. Don't worry.
Although I know when I throw up a super chat, it completely messes him up. Because the other night he was like, "Oh, Kevin, thanks a lot." Faster. Oh, Omar Vasquez, Papa Schmitty. I think I said that 796. Thank you for coming out. Jay's Figs, Tuesday crew representing again. Final boss. Jay's Figs. I said that. Oh, see, look, it's catching up to me. Kuko Son? That's a new one. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the stream. We're going to open up some toys tonight. Adam is here, and he has a very limited time, but he's going to be on the Toy Migos stream later on. Kevin, ask Adam how's the weather down there in his height of the height of the world.
That's the new thing is that because Wade proved that his driver's license says that he's 6 foot, which I admit it's cool. He admits that he slouches like crazy, and I know when I was hanging out with him at Designer Con, San Diego, everything, it's that dude does not play 6 foot, but he's 6 foot. I admit it. On his driver's license. I don't think he lied that dramatically. If anything, he's probably 5'11" or something. But
I just love that it got to that point where he had to call and be like, "Can you please bring my
bring the driver's license?" And it's that's it. And it's okay, cool. And then suddenly now it's become a whole story that I'm a pint-sized leprechaun hopping around places, and I'm I'm a-okay with that. That's cool. It sounds like I'm an elf that works in Santa's workshop. And
that actually, you know what? That's actually pretty. You do make toys. You make a lot of toys, so you're Santa's designer. Dan, who is in the house, man. Thank you, Dan, for watching. Nightwing.
Dan, who was asking for me to give him a shout out. So Dan, who I give you a shout out to. UK. He needs to come. He should come on here. He needs to come on Toy Migos.
Yeah, just the timing is not great for him because right now it's about 3 a.m. for him, and then when you guys are on, it's sunrise. Probably. Laser Pants, what's going on? Soul 3000 and Chamba's here. Chamba is going to be. Oh, Chamba's going to be with you guys in a little bit.
Yeah, he's going to be on with us tonight. I'm super excited to talk to him. He's into a lot of the same import stuff and anime and manga stuff that I am. So I like my favorite part. Like I was talking to Cheney about this. Is like Chamba's coming on, and Cheney and I are going to have a blast. Ernie's going to be so confused. He's not going to have any idea what we're talking about, and it's going to be great. So,
oh, you mean another episode where Ernie gets left out?
Oh man, I'm not. We love Ernie.
Oh, everyone, of course, absolutely.
Vern's Hobbies wants to know how to. I am 5'8". All right, like so it is. I'm on the shorter end of average height for men, and then Kev, you're like 6'2", right? You're a tall drink of water.
I'm 5'9.5".
Really?
Yeah.
It's because you're so skinny that you look so tall. Then I have pandemic fluff, and that just makes me look
like
even
I was
smaller.
stretched upward.
Yeah.
Let's see. I think I'm almost done. Paul Morales is here. Thank you, Paul, for coming out every week. Mark Rose. Man, everyone here.
After you read off all the names, we can start opening things, and then I can tell people how many Robins tall I am. We'll have to. This is going to be a very interesting trying to measure how many Robins.
796 wants to know if you can get a Plunderlings shirt in a deep V. If I do make that, you'll be the second one to get it because Adam will be first.
Number 1.
Salvador Sandoval. Oh, man, I love saying that name.
Salvador Sandoval.
Thanks for showing up. Norin Radicals, Man Beast Boy, Butter Nation, and Tuesday Crew crossover T-shirt. Yeah, I could see that. How long does this stream go until? We're going till 11 Eastern, or whenever Adam has to vacate his bladder. 80s baby. Yo, there you go. What's up, Dario? He says, here to support your brothers, Kev. You're the bestest, and I love you, Adam. Make sure to go cop the new TAXHF Plunderlings collab. Thank you, bro. That'll be up in a few hours, man. And yeah, speaking of love for you guys and the Toy Migos, you guys are awesome. You've always been very welcoming, and we do a lot of episodes back and forth. Dario will be the next one on that I have on for sure. I got to reach out to him, and we do love Ernie so much. I was going to upload the Boba Fett falling into the Sarlacc pit, but I decided not to. He'll get it later. Gross Fidelity with the super chat. Thank you. He says, my head hits the pillow and I'm out too, but I fall asleep while walking. Side effect narcolepsy. Oh my goodness. FYI, Qui-Gon is still unopened so far. Yeah, we got the Black Series 50th anniversary Qui-Gon Jinn from Best Buy here in Canada. So
that's you guys got that early, right? Like that's I mean, like I don't, as far as I know, that hasn't hit here, and I think I ordered mine from Best Buy, but yeah, nothing yet.
Who said I could dunk? I wish I could dunk, guys. Who said I could dunk? I haven't been able to dunk my entire life.
That's a cool rumor to have about yourself.
That is cool. Dunking is an act in basketball where you take the ball and you jump so high.
Ball.
Yes.
Yeah, where you try to score a field goal by getting past second base. Yeah, I know, dude. I've seen it. I definitely am. I'm familiar with the idea.
Expert, what's going on? All right, I think that's good. I think we're 5-4 with Tim's on. My goodness, that was Dario. I've never. Yeah. Okay, Adam, what kind of toys have you got? What have you been keeping in box? Thank you very much for saving it for today.
I think I got like 9-ish things here, and then I came across. I was at work today. Is this the sponsor of the show?
I wish. It's so delicious.
Yeah, no, I got a bunch of stuff. I know you and I both have the same Mezco figure, but I want to get started with this guy, just because I've been waiting to be disappointed to open this with you.
Isn't that the 4 phases of like opening a McFarlane toy? It's just like the excitement. Or the excitement when it's announced, and then getting it, playing with it, being disappointed, and then putting it on the shelf. Like,
it is sad. These are some giant shuriken. Like they're huge compared to him. Like that seems out of scale for me, but I don't know. I guess you could take away my ninja card because maybe I don't know.
Omar Vasquez with the super chat. Thank you very much for supporting the channel. He says it's got to be the shoes.
Do you have like springy ones, like Inspector Gadget or something?
I have the vertical leap training shoes that George Costanza had.
Ah, there you go.
The little paddle in the front, and you have to practice jumping. I think those are real things, like to work on your calves in your vertical leap training. Predator.
Solid torso too, right? Oh wait, no, it is. It's just not very soft.
Let me see. Let's see up on that.
It's like that ab crunch is hurting, man. Oh.
Do you think ab crunch is important on an action figure?
I'm an articulation junkie. Like I need a fully articulated action. I mean, like that's basically how I decide whether or not I'm buying something. Is it needs to have a good amount of articulation, and then this is weak. Like the fact that this has single elbows and knees, and the knees don't even get 90. I bought this knowing that I was going to be disappointed. I also like the head is okay, but it's a little bit too cartoony for me. Okay. I'm likely going to be using this as like custom fodder. So, I'll keep the boots and the gloves. I'll try to use some of the torso stuff and everything. Like, I don't know, probably replace the arms and legs with, something Marvel Legends to give him more articulation and hopefully shrink him down a little bit, because he's also way too tall compared to other McFarlane DC stuff. So,
Bat Force Grump is in the house too. He says that
Robin
Grumps I think sucks.
He is a New Yorker, so he's like he and I have that in common. I'm ex-New Yorker. Oh, an Unparalleled Universe came by. Is he gonna come talk?
What's going on, man? Thanks for showing up.
Thank you for the weird.
Well, Nixfig says, fun fact, the distance between Kev and Adam is 1397 Robins. Thanks, Todd, for creating a new... Hey, you know what? Canada and US were between inches and centimeters. Why not just get onto the same page? We'll just all use McFarlane Robins as a unit of measure from now on. No more imperial and whatever metric.
I'm going to say I'm like about 15 or so Robins high, but that was really, I just kind of, I didn't do a very approximate, measurement, but we'll see. I'm going to measure all my other action figures that I open with this though.
I'm parallel in the house. Thank you for the super chat. He says, much love, guys. Thank you for watching, man. You got a lot of the Tuesday crew in here showing love, so I really appreciate that. Thank you very much. My daughter is, she's 5, and she was doing this homework assignment where they take random household objects, and then you'll be like, hey, why don't you measure it against this book? And then be like, this book is... She's 5.
Okay, my son's in 1st grade. He's 7, and that's the same. Like, it's like, oh, here's a whole bunch of like paper clips and stuff, and it's like you have to measure things using paper clips. I'm like, how is that gonna help you later in life? But whatever. I mean, I'm not. I don't know.
Just visually estimating. Yeah, I've learned through this pandemic that I don't have what it takes to be a teacher, and I'm not going to question any of the methods or the curriculum, and just that I appreciate them a lot, much more now. But imagine like if you were a toy collector and you were a teacher, and some kid handed in homework and it was like, this bookshelf is 12 McFarlane Robins. Yeah. I would die.
That would be great. I mean, like most teachers would probably just be very, very confused by that.
I'm sure teachers are confused in general with a lot of kid stuff, man.
Dude, that's like, I mean, like during the pandemic and everything, obviously, like my son's doing his school Zooms, and then like at the end of the day, I have to take pictures of all of his work that we then upload to send. Oh, really? And I'm like looking at it, and it's like he's in 1st grade, and like he's writing in pencil. I'm like, how they can read this is beyond me, because like I'm struggling, and it's my son. Like, it's like I should be able to read his writing, but the fact that these teachers are reading like pencil scribbles of 1st graders for like 20 different students, it's like those are some real heroes. Like, amazing.
I don't have what it takes. Wade, thank you for the super chat. I really hope he's enjoying spending his money on these digs at you. I guess this one is a little bit more serious. He says, Adam, you taught me about love. Thank you, little guy. So a little bit of a backhanded
love, like Plasty has to get working on that love clip. I really, really want to see that. I'm hoping that Wade allows stuff that isn't all just pro Wade, anti Adam to go up. And like instead is like, hey, he learned a little bit of something, and it's like that. I'm telling you, the end of that stream was very epic in his 360 turn. It was like the Grinch, you know, like when the Grinch's heart grew 3 sizes. Like that was Wade in that stream. Like it was epic.
Amazing. You know what? Reach out to Adam's Wi-Fi. My Wi-Fi.
Is my Wi-Fi bad?
It might be me. But yeah, I'm gonna have to reach out to Wade and see if he wants to come on again and open some stuff. Although I know he likes to open his stuff right away and post some hand pics as well.
That's it. Grump's going to bed. Good night, Grump. Are you frozen? You look frozen.
Jeez, I think it's me.
Are you there? Are you like I was? Yeah, you froze for me.
It might be me.
I don't know, and it's weird because like I have it open over here on YouTube as well, so I can look at it, and right. I look like I'm made out of pixels.
Is it okay now?
You're okay, but it's like, you know what? This happened something similar on Wade's stream where like it looked like I had the Barbara Walters filter on the camera. Like it's like I think that like because of the multi-stream, I don't know, whatever. Who cares?
Yeah, maybe I should stop streaming to Twitch because I don't think anyone's watching me there anyway. I have more stuff. Cheney's here. He says this is better now. You have your figure that you picked up last minute. We both have from Mezco the Baron Benz. So mine arrived a few days ago.
Same. And I have not cracked it open at all, despite it being like a resealable thing. So
I have the Black Skulls. I got the shipping notification today. But then I still haven't got a notification for my bodega box. From what I understand, I've asked in some Canadian Facebook groups. It's like if it's shipping to if your shipping address is Canada, like nobody's gotten it yet.
That's weird. Yeah, I got my shipping confirmation for the Black Skulls also, but it's not showing up until Wednesday. Right. I only ordered one. How many did you order? Are you frozen again? I can't see you. I don't know if people can still see me while you're frozen, but I'll just keep talking. Hi, how's it going? And Papa Schmitty says Adam looks like the eyewitness giving an interview, all blurred out on an episode of Cops. And it's I should have a little like robot voice thing going on too.
I got a lot of Power Rangers stuff, and I know you're into the Lightning collection too, right?
I do. I love the Lightning collection. I'm only buying Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, so like I do have that set, and then I'm buying anything that was in Zoom, the Boom. Sorry, Zoom.
Right.
I Boom on the brain. The Boom comic books. I read the Boom comics. So
you can see this picture of Zordon here. This is the premier of my province here in Toronto. He's a member of Parliament, and I think it really looks a lot like him, Zordon.
I see the resemblance there. Like it looks similar. That's what was the guy that was up there that was like a crackhead? Like, didn't you have one of those for a while?
Rob Fort, he was the Toronto mayor, I believe. And yeah, that's funny that you guys have heard. Well, yeah, he was pretty famous for a little bit. And this is his brother, who is the premier of this province.
Look at that. It's almost like I knew that and did it intentionally, and I did not.
It's kind of embarrassing. I don't know much about Canadian politics, but for the last few years, I've been following US stuff because it's been like the most interesting TV show that I probably know more people in US politics than in Canada.
But that's because everyone in Canada is like obsessed with the United States, right? Is that
I got a bone to pick with you, Van Wickler.
What about Mayfex?
If I allegedly pronounce everything wrong, then are you thereby saying that Adam Van Wickler is the wrong pronunciation of your name, and that Ernie calling it Van Winkler?
You don't pronounce everything wrong. You just there are a few things that like it's like a maple syrup and Mounties and French fries with gravy. What's that called?
Poutine.
Yeah. You guys have some quirks.
You don't like fries and gravy and cheese?
Dude, listen, I actually let me tell you this. Like I used to live in New York, and I went to Montreal because I had friends and family there, and I went to this store in Montreal called Legends Action Figures, and I actually bought the first wave of Toy Biz Marvel Legends at that store before they had hit the United States. So like it was a really, really cool store. I don't know if it's still around, but I loved it. And I remember I bought them. I was so excited. Including the Iron Man variant, the like gold one that had the spikes, and Captain America, the bendy hands, slappy hands Hulk, and then Toad, which was like that reused one that didn't have any articulation. But I got those, and I remember I was working at a small toy company in Hoboken, New Jersey at the time, and I came back from Montreal and had all the figures, and everyone there was like super jealous because they were these aren't even supposed to be out yet. And I was like, yeah, well, Canadians, eh? So you guys, there's definitely some bonuses of being America's hat.
Well, my friend Action Figgy Skinny is here in the chat. He's in Montreal, and he still gets a lot of Legends early as well. So that trend has not, faded.
You remember Legends Action Figures? It was a store in Montreal, and like this would have been back in like 2001.
Yeah,
or something.
Legends is old school. So
yeah, it was such a cool store. I loved it.
Omar, thank you for the super chat. Although I think it's mildly offensive, is a Canadian tuxedo really a denim jacket and jeans?
Yeah, it's as much denim as you can possibly be wearing.
I don't even own a denim. Actually, no, I do own a denim jacket, and I'm gonna put all of my Hazard Squad, whatever, Mezco skull stuff onto there. That's all of those patches.
The head is so nice on this thing. I know it's like you're not gonna be able to see it.
That's super white.
I know it's all weird and bright and stuff, but everyone has seen this whole thing already. But the Baron Ben's unmasked heads are awesome.
Yeah, I think that's one of the things that persuaded me to get it. And of course, we have the relatively new Dino Thunder Blue. And
that's one that I did pass on. So you Power Rangers a little bit harder than me because I have rules.
Yeah, right. Mighty Morphin only.
And Boom Comics.
Right. You want to build that team, right?
Yeah, I really want the Promethea team. I don't know if you're familiar with the comics, but like
Ranger Slayer. Ranger Slayer, guy with the horns.
Guy with the horns.
Magnet Defender. Magnet Defender. Yeah, I like them.
Power Rangers harder than me. Guy with the horns.
Horn guy. He morphs. No, like I've been reading the comics and I liked it so much that I've been going out to look for more content. And at some point, I'm reading the comments just to convince myself that I'm like, okay, yeah, I will buy this toy, this action figure, and then I'll go back and I'm trying to watch some of the older shows as well.
Yeah, I mean, like, more power to you. I can't really watch. I was a little bit too old to watch the show, and then like,
Right.
I've tried to watch it, and I put it on to try to get my son into it, so I'm watching it by default with him, and it's like I don't know if there's a lot of campiness to it.
Oh, for sure.
It's hard for me to get into, but the Boom comics are freaking awesome. So I definitely.
And I'm glad that they made all these different titles now on Boom that they kind of cycle through every other week. You'll get a different issue, but it's a different book. But you have to wait a whole month for the next issue. I do have one more bone to pick with you. This is the only reason that I invited you on.
Oh, yeah.
No, I'm kidding. You've been telling the story that I went on to a Toy Migos stream to get some money from you for those T-shirts.
Oh, well, it's true. So you shook me down during an episode.
Yes. Here we go.
We were doing, I think it was a quickie mini, and
this is right here, Adam.
Oh, you've got it as a clip. Okay.
I'm prepared. Yeah. I came with the receipts. Shall we play this? So what happened was you had ordered some 1/12 scale Toy Migos T-shirts from me, which were at this moment not yet paid for. And this was your regular nightly stream, and I was just watching and minding my own business.
Things that
is there audio?
The other one and apply them, then I'll have the more ideal version, I guess.
And just so you guys know, we can get him.
I think it's right here.
Send Butter Baron his money. All right.
All right. You better give him his money.
Oh no, that wasn't it. It was before. Damn it! This computer sucks.
That's you thought you were prepared.
Did you hack into my computer?
Apparently. I mean, like, I don't know how to do that, but sure. And then everyone keeps I'm not rocking I just combed my hair back. It's like it's all, I don't know, whatever. I cut my own hair. So that answers all questions. And no, I don't have a ponytail.
I hope I don't get a copyright strike for playing a Toy Migos.
Janie's like, infringement on Toy Migos.
He's like, finally, it's my turn. Gotcha.
I don't know which one of these Baron Ben's heads I like more. Like, these are like, both of these are really cool. I mean, the screaming one with the flowing hair is like super nice. It looks like Zeus or something. How I picture Zeus, I guess.
Did you like the Zeus in the Snyder cut?
It seemed very Leonidas, didn't it?
Yeah, right. The voiceover said that Zeus was there, but then I'm like, is that him? Because he's always portrayed like an older looking person with like flowy, like Ben's there with the long white hair, right?
Yeah. Dario is telling me that I look like a female soccer player with my haircut. I have such nice friends. Thanks, Dario. Yeah, I mean, like, it's accurate. Yeah, I'll give it to him. He's on to something.
You have a Bulk inspired ponytail. Bulk and Skull. I am waiting for those. I really hope they make those in the Lightning collection.
That's Cheney trying to call me out so I can tell you that that Bulk works at Gentle Giant Studios. So he's my boss, actually.
Wait.
That's true. It's a fact. It's a real thing.
The actor who plays Bulk is.
I mean, like, it's not like, don't everyone go like don't email or anything like that's because that's weird, and it's like I don't know that it's like supposed to be super. Never mind. Now the stream is going to need.
No, I am not unlisted. No, don't try to actively get this unlisted. I want to have.
No, I will. I'll say this. Like, I hang out with toy people because I love everyone that loves toys. So, at the last Comic-Con that actually existed, I think it was 2019 San Diego Comic-Con. I was hanging out with D Amazing and Public Enema, and we went out, like they came out with me, and my boss was there, and they couldn't have dropped me faster. Like they stopped hanging out with me and only hung out with him the whole rest of the night. So I hope they had a blast. I hope they had a very good time. But yeah, they were just like, peace. And
I love that the story started out with you name dropping D Amazing and Public Enema, but the story ended up with them literally dropping you.
Yeah. Yep. That's it. That's the story of my life, apparently.
Okay, so how does he go from no.
You're gonna have to ask him to be on the show. That's it.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll put in a good word for you.
Yeah, send him this link before I unlist it.
Nice. I'm gonna open up the NECA King Kong now. I've been meaning to open this for a while. This is actually I was buying this not for King Kong though. Like I pre-ordered the Figuarts Kong from the new movie because it looks amazing, and that's going to be my King Kong. This I'm actually hoping to get like a wired fabric red cape and use it to fight the Mezco Conan once it comes out, because that was
sweet,
like a Conan style thing. But yeah.
Yo, DMC Studios, what's going on? He said I would have dropped Adam too.
See, that's it. Do you keep yourself, like when you're opening up stuff, do you keep like tools and stuff close by, or do you just manhandle everything?
No, I have I had a knife at some point, and then I also have those cutters, the nippers that you have. But I was doing a photo shoot in here earlier this week, and this is actually a disaster. I was taking pictures of the of some stock photos and some website photos for the t-shirts, and I had to. It's a very small space, and my best lens is a 85 millimeters, so I had to create some depth, and it's a disaster in here. But yes, to answer your question, yes.
Always becomes like a total battleground, especially after any live stream. It's like, oh god, I remember when I used to be able to walk or see the floor in here.
What color is this carpet down here?
Oh, it's action figure colored.
I wish he came with another flat hand.
That just happened live on the air. Did you I hope people saw, like I clipped one of those rubber bands and it flew in my mouth. That was weird. Yeah. Don't worry, I'm sure I'll be reminded of it. Someone's gonna put it in their IG stories or something. Like, there's Adam with random plastic in his mouth.
We need a plastic signal where it's like something needs to be on a highlight reel. Just light up the signal.
So, like, quick, timestamp it.
Yeah, I wish he had this flat hand for both, so he could do like the robot dance nicely. Because there was one episode, I think, early on when he was dancing, and that's probably one of the cringy moments that you were referring to go back and watch. Hey, there we go. I didn't even know Zordon had lights and sounds, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it does not look super impressive, but then with the lights on, it's like a little bit cooler. So
I do have this 3D printed console, which I've been waiting for this set for.
What kind of 3D printers do you have? Because that's obviously an FDM printer right there.
Yes.
What are you working with?
Look at that. I think this is the perfect scale for it.
Or are you going to keep that secret? You're not going to tell
me? Oh, no. The
FDM
FDM printer is from a company called Anycubic, and the model is the Mega X.
Cool.
I have that, and then I recently got a resin printer for smaller stuff, weapons, head sculpt, stuff like that with more detail. So how does it feel that you have 2 hours here? It's basically just you. Well, like the focus is you, and you don't have to share the spotlight with the other guys until later.
It's harder.
Is it?
That's harder, Kev. I respect the heck out of you for doing it, because like any of these streams where it's like one-on-one, I feel like that's harder because it's like it's great when it's like me, Cheney, and Ernie, like we all now know each other so well, and like obviously are friends, and like when Dario hops in, it's like you never have to worry about dead air or anything. It's like, no, someone's always got something to say, so it's great. And it also gives me time to run and make myself another beverage or go to the restroom, so that's always good too.
Or get another soft pretzel. You were having a soft pretzel.
I chowed down. I carb loaded for the 4 hours of streaming.
Yeah, you knew you had 4 hours where you would be occupied, and you said pretzel. That's what I'm going with.
Pretzel. That's it. Well, my fiance and her mom are here, and they ordered food, and I just was like, oh, pretzel, haha.
Now I'm gonna go chat about toys.
Exactly. Try not to be too loud and obnoxious.
People in the chat, if you eat a soft pretzel, do you use butter? Like melty melt butter or mustard? You guys let me know.
Listen, there's probably butter on the pretzel because like that's what a lot of them do. Like they do a soft pretzel and then they do like they brush on butter to get the salt to stick or whatever, right? Is that I have never worked at an Auntie Annie.
Like I'm some sort of pretzel.
Well, because you're bringing it up to make it seem like I'm like the weirdo here, but it's like when you have a soft pretzel, like one of the common things to use.
That's our song and dance, isn't it, Adam? We just call each other weird, and we do and say things differently.
Yeah,
and we eat weird foods.
Yes,
there we go. Nacho cheese is all right.
Cheese with a soft pretzel is awesome, but it is. I'm filled with pandemic fluff as is. I don't know that I need more.
80s baby
I'm super impressed that I'm moving a Neca figure's joints around without ever having put it in hot water first. And then how excited you have to be super excited about the Gargoyles figure, right? Like I know I am. Yeah. Like that thing looks awesome.
It was so late last night that the picture dropped, and I'm just like, I was about to hop on some Call of Duty. I'm like, oh my god, saw this picture, and he looks fantastic. The knees look a little weird, when the knees are bent, the top part, it's kind of overhanging onto into space. I don't know. Does he use that to climb and scale walls?
Probably. I was pointing out in the little Toy Migos chat that we have. I was saying, like,
plug the Discord.
He's got some really not the Discord, like just with the guys, because like we have our own little chat to talk about show stuff and everything. And I was like, his thigh muscles are crazy looking. Like if you take a look at them, they're like, whoa, what is going on with those thigh muscles? But it looks super cool. I pre-ordered one.
He's been in a concentrated squat for like 1,000 years. Those muscles are sculpted. Exactly. They are literally sculpted. But seeing those pictures, seeing those pictures, I went back to rewatch today on Disney Plus, and it's a lot better than I remembered. And I was thinking last night, how cool would it be? It's so easy for NECA to do like a stone variant.
Totally.
And you can sculpt them in statue mode if they were transformer, like in any pose you want with the stone like deco.
It was a surprising announcement, but super cool one. Like I'm definitely, I don't know that I'm all in with the line, but I'm definitely going like just like their Ninja Turtle stuff. I'm not all in with it, but I buy a ton of it. So yeah, bring it on.
I think NECA having it is perfect for me because it's at that price point where I'm like, okay, it's not crazy expensive. I'm not paying import money or like super designer toy money for it for a franchise that I'm not that invested in, but I do like. So and it does look great. I think they posted today on Twitter that they're going to have there are 5 others that are completed and ready to be revealed.
I saw that.
Which is cool. Which is fantastic.
Do you think it's like the whole team of gargoyles, right? Like that's
I think so.
Yeah.
I like the old guy, Hudson, the old wise mentor.
I mean, like I will likely that's where I'm saying like I'm not necessarily completist with the line because like I don't know that I need like a lot of the human characters, but the gargoyles like and creatures, I'm in, for sure.
All right, guys, what's next? What do you have?
I'm doing a Gundam Universe figure. It's the Talgeese. I was really big into Gundam Wing stuff, and in college, I used to go down to like St. Mark's Place, and
I don't know what that is.
If you were from New York or if you visit New York, you would know St. Mark's Place. It's cool. It's like it kind of hipstery, I guess, would be the way to describe it now. But I would be going there back in like 96, 97, and it was a little bit shady back then. It's in the same area as a neighborhood called Alphabet City. Have you heard of that before? No, whatever.
I'm sorry.
It doesn't matter. But St. Mark's Place, they're a great comic book store. There was a record store, and I wish I remembered the name of it. It's probably called like St. Mark's Records or something. But who knows? But it was a record store that also had movies and comic books and model kits. And I started buying the Gundam model kits from that store and building them while I was in college. And, girls didn't pay attention to me because I was doing model kits in my dorm room. Yeah.
How did you when did you first start getting into making toys? Back in the East Coast, right?
I mean, yeah. So my first toy job was in 2001. It was like straight out of college, but I mean, like I never stopped loving toys. I was always like, I never went through one of those periods where it was like, oh, toys aren't cool anymore. I have to pay attention to girls. It's like, no, I just kept buying toys. Like
nice.
My joke was always like, we would go to like the mall or something, and
right.
I would go in and like I'd go into KB and I would buy like a G.I. Joe or a 5-inch Toy Biz Marvel figure. And then I would have to go over into like Sam Goody or something and buy a CD so I could put whatever toy I bought into the Sam Goody bag. So that way, if there were any girls or anything in the mall, I wasn't walking around with a Sam Goody bag with toys in it. Because it's like, I don't know, that's just not quite as cool. So at least it wasn't cool back then. So I was in the closet, but I was always
in the toy closet.
Yeah. And then I've always been into making customs. Like that was a big thing. I'm a big fan of G.I. Joes, like the original G.I. Joe toy line. And I always loved that, that you could unscrew the back and take them apart. You could unscrew the legs. Like you could do all sorts of things. They were very customizing friendly. So it's like I started messing around with G.I. Joes and making weird customs that didn't make any sense when I was younger. And then I graduated into like actual more real customs and have always done that. And, I will always liked comic books, and I was just lucky enough to get a toy job right out of art school. So that's it. I like that you're doing like serious wardrobe changes. Your mic, I can't hear you.
The V-neck was getting really cold and uncomfortable.
Fair enough.
I opened this guy.
Do you ever? I bought so many of those. By the way, I like seriously fell prey to like crazy amount of army building. Do you ever, when you're doing this, like, do you lose accessories? Like,
yeah, sometimes they bounce around, and then I'll probably end up stepping on it, and I'll find it in a little bit.
Yeah, I'm like worried that like at some point I'm gonna vacuum something up and be like, oh, that was an $80 Mezco action figure accessory that is gone.
You vacuum?
Okay, occasionally. I mean, I like your floor is just all like sawdust and peanut shells or something. Like, what's going on?
Yeah, it's the stands at the baseball game. In the baseball stadium. So I kind of gave up on Joe's because I couldn't get any of the exclusives for a little bit, and I was just like, oh, I'll just spend my money on other Hasbro stuff. Like I don't need it, But then I had the opportunity to grab this today, and I'm glad I finally able to get a troop builder. This guy looks fantastic.
It's cool. I mean, my biggest complaint about the G.I. Joe line is obviously acquiring them. And then my second complaint with them is the torso overlays are like they're very solid. And it's a thing, I mentioned earlier, Mortal Ruin, and it is one of my side projects that we're working on, and it's at least the initial wave is very like quasi-military, but it takes place in the future, so it's a little bit post-apocalyptic. So it's a little bit different than G.I. Joe. It's a lot more like Acid Rain, of which I'm also a big fan of. I have a huge shelf of Acid Rain back here.
What a big influence on that line.
I mean, like, I love that toy line. Myself and Beardy, who is another member of the Mortal Ruin team, are both really big Acid Rain fans. So that's definitely one of the things. But like you mentioned Call of Duty, especially the more futuristic based ones. Metal Gear Solid, huge influence on what we're kind of going for. And there's Beardy's the one that's developing the whole world and fleshing out the characters. And there's a lot more to it than just what people have seen thus far. We're just trying to not tease out too much stuff before we're ready to go. It's happening. Stuff is coming along. And I think a lot of people will be really surprised in a good way of what we have planned for that line.
Sweet, man. I love the look of the stuff. I love the futuristic kind of post-apocalyptic style, all the gas masks and whatnot. And it's cool to hear that you guys are developing the whole world and a backstory behind it too. I'm very interested in seeing how that comes out. No pressure, man. No pressure. Trying to make toys, and then I'm doing the same thing with Cursed Dead. So Cursed Dead is myself, Phil Ramirez, he's like prolific sculptor, has been doing this way longer than I have. Like, he's been sculpting since he was 16. He used to work at Varner Studios, which Varner Studios are the guys that did most of the Playmates Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles line, the original one. So he's been doing this forever. He has tons of experience. He's the sculptor behind the Cursed Dead. And then we're also teamed up with Josh Falcon, who is Jesse Falcon's younger brother. So that's the threesome team for the Cursed Dead. And then Mortal Ruin is myself, Beardy, and Renee Aldretti. Renee is amazing sculptor, also works at Gentle Giant Studios with me and Beardy, and he worked at Soda with us before that. So the three of us have known and worked together for many, many years. We're the three guys that designed articulated icons as well. So yeah, we've been doing this, and this is something that we've really wanted to do. And both projects I'm super excited about. And I can't wait to show more. And they definitely, like, I know people have been asking me, especially over at Toy Amigos, they're like, what's going on? Give us updates. And I'm like, man,
we've actually, we decided as a group, like both groups separately, but for very similar reasons, that we didn't want to show everything. Like all the analogies that I'm like coming up with in my head are like slightly like PG-13, if not later. We didn't want to lay all our cards on the table. There you go. That's a safe one. But we didn't want to show everything before we were ready to start, like, either going with a Kickstarter campaign or whatever we end up deciding as far as that goes. Because, like, we want there to be still some new exciting things to look at. Like, basically when you see like toy leaks happen, with Hasbro and whatever, it's like it takes some of the wind out of the sails. So just like that, we don't want to just show everything before we're like ready to go. So with that said, we have it's crazy. I think, but like in Cursed Dead, we're looking at like at least 14 different characters just in the first wave.
Are you serious? The first 14 figure first wave?
They're sculpted. They're not all painted yet, but a lot of stuff is happening there. Mortal Ruin, we've got, I think, 11 or 12 so far. And you know, we're
Look at my face. Look at my face. I'm in disbelief. I'm just thinking about how much money I'm gonna have to spend.
Well, that's that's the point is that for people that can go all in and buy stuff, great. That's amazing.
Yeah, don't be a beehole about it.
Exactly. Well, I mean, like, I try, but I can't do. You know, it's like we talk about Spiro, Animal Warriors of the Kingdom. It's like you and I were talking about it because it's the first Kickstarter campaign that you've gone in on, right? Like, was that supposed to be a secret? Was I not supposed to tell people that?
There's no benefit from keeping that a secret.
I blew up your spot. Like, I'm sorry, Kevin. I talk outside of the show, guys.
Did you hear that Kevin messages Adam? It's first Kickstarter? Scandal.
Indeed. He sends him the kissy face emoji.
Whoa. That was a secret.
Sorry. My bad. But anyway, you and I were talking about it. And I backed that campaign. I did the 3-figure option for right now. But, you know, like, by the end of the campaign, he's well on his way to unlocking stretch goals. So there's a good chance that I'm going to have to up that and get more figures, you know? So I understand both sides of it. It's like, wow, 14 figures. I can't afford all of that. And it's like, well, then pick and choose, pick the ones you like. Because the point is that trying to make enough different things that, like, everything, like, it appeals to everybody. Like, you know, that somebody will be able to find something that they're into in the line. So that's the main goal.
Yeah, man. That's another, that will be my next one to back. And Primero says, is there any pressure for you, Adam, to get these out while the stimulus is still in people's pockets? I'm just kidding, because Primero says, all I'm saying is that if Cursed Dead was on Kickstarter, I would know where my whole stimmy is going.
I get that for sure, but, like, at the same point, I think we're both teams. We're looking at it like it'll be ready when it's ready. Like, we're doing this like at the end of the day, both teams, both the Mortal Ruin team and the Cursed Dead team, we all have day jobs. You know, like, luckily all our day jobs are making toys, but we do have our day jobs to focus on it, and we're doing this in our free time. You know, like, we joked earlier, like, how I, like, never sleep, and it's like, well, yeah, guys, there's a lot of stuff going on. A lot of plates in the air and balls all over the place.
I think you've got some analogies crossed over there.
I did that. I might have done that intentionally. I mean, like, there's a chance.
Do you ever get overloaded or overwhelmed with all the toy stuff, with toys being your day job, side projects, and then Toy Migos, podcast, everything?
I think, like, I've been at Gentle Giant since 2005, and the sheer amount of projects that we're working on at one time is outlet. Like, you know, you're looking at, like, there's at least 30 to 40 live projects going on at any time in the studio, and that's what I'm overseeing. And those projects, some of them are like stuff that has waves. So it's like, you know, Marvel Legends has a wave, or Mattel WWE has a wave. So it's like, out of those 30 to 40 projects, some of those projects have like 5 or 6 things in one project. So it's like, we're so used to juggling lots of work at the same time that it's like, it's become second nature to me at this point, where I'm just used to handling lots of projects. And, you know, you compartmentalize things, you lots of to-do lists, and knocking out the things that only take a couple seconds, so that way you can get on to the more challenging things that take some more time, you know? So it's like, sure, it's stressful.
Just got to decompress. I mean, I only do this once a week to do the stream, and sometimes I find myself like, I think I've been in the shower for like 25 minutes because I'm just thinking of ideas, and it's the best place to get ideas, though.
Dude, I use that, like, so now I am going to go slightly R-rated with you. Sorry. you're gonna have to pull this stream. But like that's like my regular thing, especially like talking to like Renee and Beardy about stuff, is I always like start a conversation. I was like, so I was thinking of this while I was soaping my balls. And like that's the
okay,
best.
I thought you were gonna say that you have the conversation with them while you're in the shower, like you start a call.
No. I'm usually fully clothed, or at least have Daisy Dukes on whenever I speak with them. But the shower is a great place for relaxing, focusing. You know, it's a great thinking spot. So yeah, I'm guilty of. I take super long showers, man.
Yeah, I tend to overthink a lot of things too. Plus, I do have a few things going on, so I can't imagine like with you, and then having the focus to go on Toy Migos every night and keeping your mouth shut about things.
Oh, that's another thing that's super easy. It's like I've been doing the whole like toy internet thing for a billion years. You know, like it's like since 2000 when message boards were around, you know, like Fwoosh, obviously, Action Figure Times, Raving Toy Maniac, all of the different websites and message boards. And it's like, you have to learn to not say things. And it's like, it's second nature at this point to not talk about secret things. So it's like, you can't, you're putting your job at jeopardy if you do. So it's easy to not talk about those things. You know, like I think I don't know who it was, whether it was on Wade's stream or a Toy Migos stream, where it was like, we saw Grogu like a year or two before he was ever revealed. And it's like, but we out of context. So it's like, we had no idea. Like, I honestly wasn't even sure whether it was for the Mandalorian TV show or if it was for one of the Star Wars movies, because those were filming still back then when we were doing it too. It's like all we saw was a baby Yoda, and it was like, I have no idea what it is. It's adorable, but I have no idea story-wise what that means. And that's a lot of the times with what we're working on, you get spoiled, but you don't get the context of it. So that's still a surprise. Like you still get, hey, when I see Avengers Endgame and Hulk has the nano gauntlet, I'm like, yeah, we worked on an action figure of Hulk with a nano gauntlet, and it spoiled me. But I had no idea how that was going to pan out in the actual movie.
Yeah, and I think there's that fine line, and then that's why a lot of the legends and stuff, they're based off of concept art, I guess, concept costumes that don't match up with the final on screen.
Oh, hold on. We got Winger Lose and Gonzo are calling me out in the chat right now, asking me to stand up. I honestly, guys, I swear I'm wearing sweatpants. Like I'll stand up, but it's not going to excite anyone. I'm literally wearing sweatpants because when I did that, I did that to mess with Wade, and I really thought it would work. It didn't. It ended up backfiring because I had to wear those for 5.5 hours. They were so uncomfortable. It was absolutely ridiculous. So no, I'm wearing the deep V, but I'm just sweatpants on down below, guys. I got 2 more hours of streaming to go after this show, so had to dress for comfort. Yeah.
Do you have a wardrobe set up when you go on to Unparalleled and be like, this is going to be? It's like going on to a flight.
We'll have to see if I ever get invited back.
Oh my god!
Like we'll see what happens.
All right, what am I going to open next? Yeah, did you open? You opened your. What did you think about the Krig? Did you get the Krig?
Yeah, I have Krig. Krig is right over here, actually. I opened him last week or so. I actually really like it. I think it's dope, and like the lights are super bright.
Oh, like, cool! I haven't even tried that yet.
Yeah, and then once you get the Hazard Squad Gomez set, he has that awesome light up feature too. Did you like? Whoop.
I don't have it yet, Adam.
I'm sorry. I'm not trying to rub it in your face, but like it was really funny because in the Toy Migos Discord, someone posted a picture of the Hazard Squad Gomez, and they had I guess taped down switch
Right.
on the back, so his eyes were lit up, and I was like, oh my god, I remembered that his eyes lit up, but I was like, my Gomez did not come with the light up eyes head, and that's because in the box they all have like the solid black eyes. It's disguised so well, and it's just a floating, like it's like the battery and the light are all in the head itself, which I'm super impressed that they shoved that all into Gomez's head.
That was a great update to the Gomez heads and the new face sculpt too.
Yeah, I love
With
it. And that's, the Game of Death Gomez had like the bloody, like messed up face. Loved that.
Where is my knife?
Here, I have a box cutter.
I have Leonardo's sword from
I
Super
tap
7.
it up against the screen. Does it pass over to you?
This isn't like I don't have the editing skills of Jay Hernandez to do something like that.
That's like a weird TikTok video thing, right? It's like, isn't that what they do on there? You just joined TikTok. I don't TikTok.
I have no idea how to use that thing. I still haven't posted a single thing on there. So that is unfortunate. Dude, how nice is the box art on these?
It is really cool.
I mean, the whole point of this is to open and get rid of boxes, but this is not making it any easier.
It is all still recycling at the end of the day.
If you can line all of these up, if you had the space, that would be awesome to have all the box art lined up.
I don't even have enough space to like display everything I own, let alone carded stuff. I do have some of the Hasbro vintage like this vintage Star Wars stuff and the vintage like Marvel stuff. I bought one set carded and everything, and I have some of those hanging on the walls. But yeah, man, I opened 99% of everything.
Those are meant to be kept on card, I believe. The whole appeal is the nostalgia to grab some of us long time collectors.
Yes, absolutely. It's like I wouldn't have bought doubles had it not been pulling at my love for nostalgia.
So if you're on so many podcasts and stuff, do you listen to podcasts? Do you have time for that?
I try. So I do, like I basically set aside either nights after my son goes to sleep or like weekend time. I rarely am able to catch stuff like live or right when it's on. I do try to pop into Wade's live streams just to make an appearance and be around as much as possible to see what kind of smack he's talking about me. But other than that, I don't do a lot. Like I watch yours, but I watch it like a week afterwards.
Oh, you don't have to say that.
No, it is true. Like I'm super excited. I haven't watched your last week's with Bobby Vala, but I'm definitely excited to watch that. I used to work with Vala. I've been on the Infinity Equation show with him. And,
what did you guys work on together?
Well, he used to work at Hasbro, so
Right.
we definitely worked together when he was at Hasbro. Then he was, for a short period of time before he started doing Action Force and going off on his own, he was working for Jazzwares. So we worked on the initial wave of their UFC figures together. And Bobby's a big UFC fan, so we worked on those.
Yeah.
And then, I the toy industry is a small world. So Bobby and I have known each other for a few years now.
That's awesome. Yeah, it was a great episode. He's got also industry insider, kind of like you.
Indeed.
Same title.
Indeed. He has no fear left because he's just like, I'm out doing my own thing. It's like maybe someday I'll be in that boat, but right now I'm not.
Dude, you're already making how many lines?
I know, but I haven't figured out how to do it and only do that yet. So we'll see.
I feel you.
See how it goes.
Dude,
I'm opening the meal now.
Well, what's that guy called again?
Emil. He's from Halo Reach, I think. I don't know. The chat's gonna correct me if I'm. But he's from one of the Halo games that was not a Master Chief game. Instead, it was like a team of Spartans, and he has like a little cool jagged knife thing. And someone will probably also tell me what the proper name for it is. This comes with way more hands than I thought it would.
What's the company that makes those? I think I have one of those figures because it was on clearance nearby.
Yeah, so it's Wicked Cool Toys, I believe, which has been bought by Jazzwares. So Jazzwares owns it now, but Wicked Cool Toys is the one that is the specific company.
This is so cool with the Tricera shield. It's got a little, I forget what this little pokey thing does that comes out of the front.
It's for poking.
And their head sculpts have gotten a lot better. Isn't it cool? Like, they just keep, remember the early waves of the face sculpts? They're terrible.
Yeah, that's like these
have gotten a lot better.
I don't really care. I mean, there's some of the heads, like the dude with the really good hair. What's the villain? The red villain. It's not my Morphin Power Ranger, but I bought it.
Blaze. Yeah, I bought that one for the hair too.
Yeah, it's a dude with like epic hair, and it's like that head was great, but for the most part, anyway, with the Power Ranger stuff, I'm keeping the helmets on. They're all displayed with their helmets on. I really don't mind.
You rarely put it helmet off with the suit, so there's a lot of someone can benefit a lot from making civilian bodies with like clothes that are mainly primary colors and basic colors, so that people can put the blank heads on or the unmasked heads on.
Scott Akers is in chat. That's Beardy. That's the alter ego of Beardy. So team Mortal Ruin representing in chat there. And he is the man. I bet he has his 3-month-old son with him right now while he's watching this. So he's doing work.
Welcome, Beardy. I've heard you mentioned on the Toy Migos stream often. So it's cool to see you here, man. Thanks for checking out Adam.
Beardy is the sweetest man known to mankind. He is, I literally refer to him as, in like cartoons when you get the angel and the devil on your shoulder, like Beardy is like he's my version of the little angel on my shoulder. It's like, if I need any kind of judgment calls on anything, whether it's toy related or personal, whatever, Beardy is my little angel on my shoulder. Who's the devil? I take care of that part myself.
You're self-enabling. The devil one is the enabler.
Exactly. It's like I don't need any assistance on that side.
So the those Black Series 50th anniversary, Lucasfilm 50th anniversary, are Best Buy exclusives. The last wave of Best Buy exclusives was the credit collection. What was it? Heavy Mando, I believe, that Best Buy got. And up here, Best Buy was sending them out in polybag mailers. No boxes, nothing, just in the plastic bag. And every single one that I saw on the Canadian groups was like a crushed card, crushed box.
That's
like a friend of mine bought, I think Vern bought like 5 or 6, Vern's Hobbies. And I don't think he got a single one that was mint. So imagine if that was Ernie, that would have really sucked. So I was worried that this round they would do the same thing, and I ordered multiples, so hopefully that they would ship it in a box. So I got 2 Qui-Gons and a battle droid, and then I don't know why I got the battle droid, but they ended up shipping in 2 separate boxes, which is cool. But then I had to take them back to the store to refund them. And the girl was looking at the boxes as I'm doing the return, and I'm just waiting for her to ask, like, so why are you returning these? What's wrong with them? Did you open them? I'm just waiting for it, but she didn't ask anything. And I said to her, I'm like, aren't you wondering why I'm returning it? She's like, yeah, I kind of wanted to, but I was looking at them real hard. I was thinking of buying it for my boyfriend. Why are you returning it? And I'm like, yeah, I was dreading this because it's like the nerdiest answer. It's like, I ordered multiples because I didn't want it to be damaged in a plastic bag. So I was hoping it would come in a box, and now I'm returning it because I kept the best one. She's like, oh, okay. well, I'm gonna see if my boyfriend wants these.
That's cool. I mean, that's a cool chick that she's like buying toys for her man. Like, good for her. That's great.
It's kind of like that moment when I cash out at Toys R Us and the first thing they ask you is, "Oh, do you need a gift receipt for this?" And it's always like, in the beginning I was like, no, I'm good. And then later on it was just like, no, these are for me. I'm going to open them right now.
Yeah. Don't be embarrassed. It's okay. You don't have to put it in a Sam Goody bag anymore. You have a fiance and you've procreated, so you have nothing.
I had a baby. That means.
Yeah. So this thing is kind of a mixed bag. It's just like I bought Master Chief previously, and it has similar issues, if not worse. The torso joint, like he's got a mid torso joint, literally does nothing. Like it's like I taught you saw me pop it apart, but it's God. Like it because of all the stuff that's sculpted on the Master Chief barely moved too. You were able to kind of like Dremel out slots and get it to move a little bit more. This guy, I don't even know if you're gonna be able to do that. And then also because of all this stuff on his front torso, he can't get his gun out in front of him and be able to hold it. The trigger finger also, the actual finger is like merged with the hand. So it's like as I'm kind of trying to jam it in there, it's just and the gun is rubbery too. So it's like it's not a bad toy, especially for the price. It's like it's a $20 super articulated like Spartan, and it's pretty cool. Comes with a ton of hands, comes with the knife and the gun, but it definitely has its issues. Like it's one of those things where it's like it's so close, but it's like maybe put this in the oven for 5 more minutes,
right?
And then it'll be better.
It's still a little doughy.
Yeah, that's I use that analogy, and then you followed it up with doughy, and it's like. That's weird because like I actually prefer that. Like I like underbaked stuff, but it's like not how I'm using this analogy. Like it's like no, I would prefer this fully baked.
Save that for the Snack Migos server right there.
That's right.
Is there any other company that's making Halo stuff?
1,000 Toys put out a Master Chief that was really close to being amazing. I mean, I own it. I bought it. But the big problem with it is that the hand pegs are these like tiny little balls, like the tiniest balls that you've ever seen in your entire life. And the hands fall off when you look at them. Like you just look at it and it's like, boop, hand falls off. And it's like, yeah, it's so close to being such a good figure.
That's
I love 1,000 Toys also.
I know you love 1,000 Toys too. So it's hearing you actually critique it.
Speaking of 1,000 Toys, that's another one that I had in my pile that I kept for this show. I've been super excited for this one. So this is the 1,000 Toys Abe Sapien.
Let's go.
Yeah, I honestly have been very, very like this thing was in my Big Bad Toy Store pile of loot for a very long time. Wade, Unparalleled Universe, has talked about how much he loves this figure and thought it was like a sleeper hit of last year. I basically, because so many other people have already gotten it and everything, I was like, I'm willing to wait it out and open it up with Kev for the first time.
What a nice guy. This is why you get the big screen right now. Open that up. I want to see.
Beardy told me to do it. It's like the little angel on my shoulder, you know?
The angel was supposed to keep you from buying stuff, isn't it?
Oh no, he's not good at that. He's an enabler for sure.
Wait, what? Wait, so the angel and the devil in this situation is
it's
the
bad.
devil gets you to not buy things?
Yeah, I don't know. Like you'd only buy good things, maybe? I'm not sure how it actually works out.
This is all backwards, man. Do you have something that you want to open so you can chat with discuss it with Chamba later?
Well, because on Toy Migos we usually do our weekly hauls.
Right.
I'm not gonna go like my weekly hauls are kind of infamous too, because like I'm the one who makes the show go so long because it's like Adam got this and Adam got that because Adam has an addiction to buying toys. So I'm not going to go over all the stuff that I opened up with you. I instead have other items. Speaking of which, like, are you getting this guy, the Marvel Select Hulk?
Yeah, I think if I see it, I'll pick it up.
Yeah, it is. I mean, like, look, this thing is huge. It is a big chunk of plastic. Gentle Giant, we did the prototyping for it, and Beardy Scott Akers, he painted the prototype. So he done worked on that too.
That's very popular and making the rounds lately on social media. Yeah, but cool. Speaking of your hauls, sometimes I'll finish here like an hour late, and I go, "Oh man, I'm an hour into Toy Migos, but I can still catch up." And then I'll tune in, I'll say hello there, and then I'll hear you go, and I got this, and you'll be on like your second last thing, like an hour in. I'm like, God,
yep,
this guy's crazy.
Yes, a little bit. I do. I mean, like I love toys. I can't help it, man. I definitely I utilize my credit card to an extent that is probably excessive.
Okay, so let's put this to let's settle this. I want to make sure I understand for real. The depression pile. Is it when you're depressed you go to it, or you have so many toys that on your credit card that you're depressed?
It's the depression pile. I originated that as it's basically you buy so many toys that you don't need to, like, you know, like everyone's, not everyone, but like a lot of people are guilty of this during the pandemic, of like wanting to get a package all the time because you're home, you're bored, you're sitting like, it's like the getting packages is like the most exciting thing. So depression pile is like, I just like your show here, like I mean, like I keep saying you as in like people, but it's like me. I think other people do it too, and that's why depression pile caught on, where you get enough toys that you don't need to open them all right then, because it's like that new toy high, that new toy feeling, like you can get that from like one toy. And if you get multiple things in a day, or if you do what I do, where it's like you do the big bad toy store pile of loot, like you get a ton of stuff, and then it's like, I'm not going to sit down and open all of that. It's not like Christmas morning. So I put a bunch of it to the side, and it's like, if you're ever feeling down, or you just need that new toy high, that like, hey, I need to open up something new, you go to the depression pile. With that said, I have been seeing, like, you know, since talking about it and in the Toy Migos Facebook group or Discord or whatever, people have posted pictures of their depression piles, and like they must never be depressed because the pile is huge. They're outlandish. I'm like, my depression pile usually has like 6 or 7 items in it. You know, like that's, I kept stuff around for the show. I still do have like probably 1 or 2 things in the package next to the couch out in the living room, but like, no, like I really tapped into it here today. So
that's hilarious.
People need to, like, they need to obviously not just go to their depression pile when they're depressed. They need to just open stuff occasionally.
I love that you see somebody else's depression pile and your thought is like, man, that must be the happiest guy in the world, right?
Exactly. That's exactly where I go with that. I'm like, how, like, just open a toy, feel better. Like, it's like that, like, is that, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. Like, what does opening toys gives you joy, right? Like, is that, yeah. So it's like, it's that feeling of like, hey, I'm opening a new toy and it feels good. And it's like, gives me something to mess with. It distracts me from my million different projects I'm working on. So it's like, it's a nice thing. And it's like, then you sit it on the coffee table and like, you pick it up a little bit while, put it back down. It's like that whole feeling. And it's like anyone that has a pile that is like, I don't know, 40 figures or something deep, it's like maybe tap into that a little bit more often, slightly.
Yeah, a lot less negativity on social media with toys. If you
Darius,
a little bit more of that.
Darius, I D Amazing. I name dropped you earlier, but only to make myself look bad. So there you go.
The God tier enabler is here. D Amazing,
right.
What's going on?
He is. He gets me to buy like Kamen Rider stuff, and I've never watched Kamen Rider ever in my life.
And Art with Toys is here. He just woke up from a nap. What a lucky guy.
Nice.
You know how you were saying? Sorry, go ahead.
He's the Art with Toys. He's like the true host of Unparalleled Universe.
Oh, that's what yeah. You know, when you mentioned earlier, you get the excitement from having a parcel show up. I've reached a new low. You know, sometimes you go to distract kids and it's super easy. You just go, hey, look over there, and they'll be like, what? And then you can just run away or steal their food. I was bugging my fiance, and then she didn't even say anything. She just looked towards the window where you can see the front street. And then I'm like, what do you see? I went over there because I thought a package was coming, and then she just left because I was bothering her. She didn't even say anything, dude. And I wasn't even mad. I was like, wow, you played that perfectly. All she did was this.
She got you.
She goes like that. And I don't even know. I wasn't even expecting anything.
Yeah. We have issues. That's it. I mean, do you have all the apps too? Like, do you have like the FedEx app, UPS app, and everything?
No, I have the one that does everything.
Oh, you have one that just tracks it all for you?
Yeah.
Is that a good app? Download that? Is that a good app?
I'll send you the link.
Okay.
Primero, thank you for the super chat. He says, I'm saving my depression pile for my midlife crisis. If I didn't have that, I might be worried that I would just end up trying to save the world. Save the world, man. Go out into the world and make your impression. Thank you for the super chat. You know, this stuff. Thank you for supporting the channel and getting V-neck shirts when Adam is on.
That's right.
But isn't he a young guy? Midlife crisis should be a whiles away.
I know he is. He's younger. I met up with Berserk in person at a hot chicken place, a local hot chicken place, to do a toy exchange. Like
what
drug
is hot chicken?
With our like Nashville hot chicken. Do you not know about Nashville hot chicken in Canada? Is that not a thing there?
No, all I eat is Korean fried chicken.
Well, I honestly, we only have like 20 minutes before I have to go on Toy Amigos. I wanted to talk to you about Korean fried chicken.
Let's do it.
Like that, whenever you post that stuff looks amazing, dude. It looks so good.
And having been home the last year and all these Uber Eats 50 to 75% off codes that come up, man, it's gotten bad.
It looks delicious. I want to come visit you just so I can eat Korean fried chicken.
When it opens up or you get immunized, come visit.
They say by April 15th, I think, is the thing now here. So
that would be cool.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people. I've made a lot of cool friends over the last year doing this kind of thing, getting more involved with the community. So anyone who comes up, let's hang out. Let's get some Korean fried chicken, some KFC. When I go back to Cali, I want to visit all these awesome people too as well.
That brings me back to the point where you were trying to make earlier, where you were shaking me down for money.
Damn it, I had that link ready. But what's your point?
So you came on, you showed up in the Toy Migos chat as a chat Migo to shake me down for the payment that I owed you.
I'm just a fan.
Hold on, I think I have them.
I asked you. You are fake news, my friend. Darius, thank you for the super chat, my friend. He says, so you guys have money for more Kamen Rider. Thank you, man. Thanks for hopping on. He's been super. Hey, there we go.
Indeed. So we got the Toy Migos and They're Not Dolls.
They still don't have pants, dude.
Well, why would they? They don't need. They're Donald Duck in it. You don't ever Donald Duck it? You don't know about this?
Yeah, you definitely need some cutoffs for those two.
Yeah, Donald Duck in it, man. So you came on the show in chat.
Here we go.
To shake me down for payment for those, but then you do the most Canadian thing possible. So
I swear I
paid you, and like I think the only person at that point before me that got shirts was Dario, right? So Dario got shirts, but then I was like, I have like specific logos that I've asked Cheney to do, which are like the black and white ones, because like I like that stark graphic look. So I was like, I sent those logos to you, and I was like, these are the logos that I want as t-shirts. And then you came on as a chat migo to shake me down for payment, like during a show, and then like a Canadian, you ship my shirts to Cheney. He lives an hour and a half away. He's like halfway to Vegas. Like,
I swear I cleared this with you.
California is a giant state. It's not like we're next door neighbors. So it's like,
no, you absolutely are.
We're not
on the same podcast in the same room.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm gonna have to. Damn it! I should have picked the message with found that message first. I swear I messaged you first. Like, is it okay if I send it with Cheney's stuff? And you said okay.
I think you probably asked Cheney that, and he was like, "Yeah, sure, send Adam stuff."
Damn it! All right, you know what? I'm gonna go get some Sephora boxes, and I'm gonna send you some stuff. What else do you need? Did you get the guns?
You know, I've been holding on to those Adam and Eve boxes just so I can send stuff to you.
Did you
large Adam and Eve boxes? Very.
You got the guns, right? That I printed.
No, I got the Butter Baron, the butter, and I got stickers and 2 t-shirts. Butter.
Wasn't there a bag that said Adam on it? I think Cheney's holding out on you.
Cheney's holding out. Then he didn't give me everything, and he's in chat still. He's laughing. So there you go. He's also probably laughing about the fact that like it's like, no, I got.
He absolutely.
You got it. I got it. He's like Debo.
No, those are my guns.
Exactly.
Oh, Darius, thanks for coming out, man. I don't see him on here often, so thanks for tuning in. We're at like 102 people. Thanks, guys.
Darius, before you leave, just if you need a muse for any more of your beautiful photos, you can FaceTime with me anytime. I'm always available for you. Plasty is in the chat now too. He's asking why I'm not wearing my glasses, and is it to look younger or taller? And it's like the answer. I had to go into work today. I had to go to the studio. I actually very rarely wear my glasses like during the daytime. I'm usually always contact lenses, and it's like I got back from the studio and just haven't put them on yet. I know I'm going to be like clawing my eyes out by the end of the Toy Migos stream, though. It's going to be like, just want my glasses on. But if it makes me look taller, cool. Do I look 5'9" now?
I'm not sure that's how that works.
Yeah,
man.
I don't know either.
I don't like wearing glasses out because I have to drive my daughter to school, and I don't like the feeling of. I wear contacts all the time, so glasses just. I feel like I don't have all my senses when I'm driving.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. I can't drive with glasses on because of like that weird. Like my vision is so bad that everything around the glasses that's blurry, I'm like, it bugs me out, and yeah.
All right, she's cool.
I have 2 more. I think I have 2 more things to open, and we have like 15 minutes. So I bought this like a while ago. Actually, this is it's from Gundam also. So it's like the Gundam military, a Zeon Soldier, and it's a 1/18 scale. So no one's gonna care except for me. But, it looks really cool.
Oh, cool.
Quasi old school military, like that Star-Lord-esque look. It's a little bit like German inspired kind of helmets and everything, but seemed really cool to me. I honestly like I said earlier, like I like Gundam. I like Gundam Wing. I don't know what this specifically was, but because I buy Acid Rain all the time, I thought this would look cool with that. And like Beardy's chiming in because Beardy is my 1/18 scale fellow enabler. He's the one that got me into Acid Rain to begin with. Like he's
oh wow.
He literally discovered Acid Rain before it was like popular, like the very first releases. I think it was a 2-pack. You got 2 figures, and then it was like a broken up concrete angel statue or something. And it's like he bought all of that stuff, and like he was showing it to me, and I was just like, that's really cool, but those are really expensive for 4-inch toys. And then cut to like now, and I have like an overflowing shelf of Acid Rain stuff because like, yeah, it's expensive, but they're awesome toys. Like really, really well done.
Didn't you have one on your top 10 list?
I usually do. And the Luggins, I think you can kind of see them over there next to the Plunderlings. They look like stuffed animals. It's like a super articulated action figure in like a stuffed animal outfit, and they have like big crazy mascot heads. But he makes, it's Kit Lau is the guy that it's behind the line, and he's like a genius. He's super cool. He's making amazing toys.
Yeah, I remember you did that top 10, and I immediately went to eBay to see if I can get. I think there was a purple one that looked really cool, but I believe, is it like a 4-pack or something?
No, they were like a website exclusive. Like you had to get them from like I think it's called like PIA Club, and they were not super easy to get. That website crashed like crazy. They're doing some variants. They had like a 2-pack that I believe just shipped recently and are coming out. So I think you'll get a chance to get some more of them, but you got to definitely keep your eye on some of those releases because they're definitely along those lines of like, a Mezco or a sneaker drop. And, once you miss out, you can sometimes miss out.
Well, let me know. Keep me apprised. Let Mario know. You'll get enabling points. I'll get, because I think he's watching you open that right now, Mario, and he wants to get it. Oh, Matt, thank you for the super chat. He says, mad respect to both of you. Keep on keeping on. Thursdays are the best. Captured Plastic. Yes, go follow Captured Plastic on Instagram. Takes great photos. Awesome dude, Matt. And thank you for watching. Thursdays, shoot, I hope you guys enjoy Thursdays too. Thursdays are probably my favorite day of the week. The funny part is, every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I'll put my kids to bed. I'm like, okay, I'm going to get ready for Quickie Mini. But every Thursday I play myself and I'm like, oh man, there's no show tonight. And then that's when I remember, look, dummy, you got to go do yours right after. And then you'll have Tormigo. Every week it gets me. And then I'll say to myself, I'm like, what the hell? What's wrong with you? You just figured it out last week. But yeah, I love it. Dan Hu is on earlier in the afternoon for us here. And you mentioned like we should have him back on. I did a back-to-back with him a few months ago, but we had to schedule it earlier. I was on his stream first, and then we switched over him and Brandon. But it was a lot of fun, man.
Dude, Dan Hu is like world famous for being the guy that discovered the Hellfire Guards before they got announced.
Right.
Like he has that like. That could be on his like tombstone someday. Because like that was literally one of the coolest things. It's like, guess what I just bought? Yeah. And it's like Hellfire Guards that no one knew existed yet. Like
no one knew it was coming out.
Epic. Yeah, that must have felt so cool. Like I think it was like Forbidden Planet or something that he just like walked into and
walked in, grabbed it.
That is the stuff of legend.
And then he posted, he's like, what's up, America? Look what I got.
Exactly.
Dan Hu on my lunch break. Yeah, Dan's probably asleep right now. Okay, did you get this?
Yes. Yeah.
I like it for the size. He's so cool.
Dude, like I said it, like I'm a big fan of the Lightning Collection. I think that they're great figures. They could use a little bit more paint here and there, but overall, I'm very happy with that toy line.
I really hope that they continue this with these monsters, because what's the point of having 4,000 Rangers and they can only fight the same 5 putties or Z putties?
Yeah. No, they definitely need a lot more. And like there's so many for them to do. And like that's the cool thing too, is that like I feel like I'm not going to follow my own rules when it comes to creatures. Like if they start doing creatures from other, non-Morphin stuff or stuff that wasn't in Boom Comics, I will probably cave and buy
Yeah.
creatures. You know, like that's a win-win as far as I'm concerned.
And these pumpkin heads, like, this is a really unique accessory. They come in a whole. You get 3 of these in the episode. The pumpkin wrapper, like, he captures them. Like, these pumpkin heads go on the Power Rangers, so you can swap out the heads.
Yeah, they have the hole to pop them on there. It's awesome.
Peg hole, and then so they can double as props if you want to throw them on the ground somewhere, or you can just stick them on the heads of your Power Rangers and recreate that scene. This is an amazing set. I really hope they keep up with this. They keep up with a lot of their monstery tricks. But then you have like new sculpts for every single monster that you have to put out in terms of accessories.
I don't know if you're aware, but I have timed this unbelievably perfectly because it is 7:53 and I have one last toy to open. So speaking of Acid Rain, this is a newer Acid Rain release. So this is the Field Cavalry. I basically probably own this figure about like 50 times over, just with a slightly different paint job and different accessories. Like that is the danger of Acid Rain. Is a lot of the stuff is a lot of parts reuse, but
right.
And they got me. Like it's like, you know, gas masks and different colors and different weapons, and it's like sold. I will buy as much as I can potentially afford on my credit card.
Well, what was the last one that you ordered? Or sorry, opened right before the Gundam
figure? I was playing with it right in front of everyone. This one's really cool. So it is also a 3 3/4 inch figure. The Gundam figure is a little bit, like, as you can see, like a little bit scrawnier, maybe. He's really well articulated. It feels pretty cool. It's like it's got so much articulation in such a small frame that it feels a little bit spindly, but not in like a bad way. It's like it's cool.
Nice.
I'm not disappointed in my purchase. I'm very happy with everything I opened, which is kind of cool. Like, you know, a lot of the times you'll open up stuff and be disappointed. I think the only one is that my ruler Robin, but I'm gonna use a ruler, so that's it. A ruler.
I love that you started off with the ruler too, so the bar was set relatively low.
Exactly. But yeah, here's Acid Rain, and like this is just like these figures are epic, man. They're so good. Like they just look so cool. And like you're talking like Marvel Legends-ish level of articulation. Comes with, let's see, 2-3 guns as well. I think my biggest problem with the Acid Rain line, and Beardy will probably agree with me if he's still in chat, is that they all have just trigger hands. Like all figures have just trigger hands. And it's like, that's the only thing that holds it back from being like perfect. You know, like you sometimes want to have like a hand that's just, you know, relaxed, or we refer to it at work as like a force lightning hand. Like, you know, it has like attitude and like,
okay, yeah.
So like a little bit power. Yeah, exactly. But like that's whenever it's like we do an expressive hand, it's like, oh, it's like a force lightning hand. Like think along those lines. But like it's sometimes nice to have fists or relaxed or a force lightning hand, because like not everyone is always double fisting guns, you know? Like
ironically, not all Black Series have force lightning hand.
Yeah, exactly.
And they mostly have
figure itself could come with extra hands.
Right?
Indeed.
Oh, Stills is here. What's going on? Stills made. Oh man, what a nice guy. He is also a Canadian toy collector, but he makes awesome music, and he made me some like original music that I'm gonna put on some intro videos. Speaking of which, I forgot to do my intro video today, so good thing I didn't update that yet. So, dude, you've opened your last toy. We've got 5 minutes to go before you have to hop off onto your next stream. What was your favorite thing that you opened tonight?
Oh, geez. This is tough. This is like it's like picking a favorite child or something.
All right, I'll help you choose. It's Robin.
It's definitely not Robin. I think like it's kind of a toss up between Abe Sapien and maybe that the King Kong. Like the King Kong's really not but like King Kong, I have that reason. Like it's like that King Kong is definitely going with my Mezco Conan. Like I'm super excited about that. Like I've been picturing it for so long, and I've been so excited for that Mezco Conan for so long that like I hope that Mezco Conan is a good figure. Like that's like my expectation levels are very, very high for it. So
the photos do look great. The early, like,
and it's got that like super Frazetta-y feel to it, and it's just like, man, they got me. Like as soon as I remember I saw that, I think that was at San Diego Comic-Con, like one of the last ones probably, and yeah, I was just in love when I saw that thing. And
he's so ripped, he would look great in a 112 V-neck for sure.
Oh, there you go. Are you working on that? Hey, like let me also pimp the fact, like, so yes, I bought those t-shirts from you after you shook me down for
no,
the money.
Didn't happen. But yes.
Let me say that the quality of those t-shirts, like honestly, those are better t-shirts than a lot of the ones that I've like bought off of eBay or whatever. To when I'm dressing up my Mezco dolls, like the t-shirts that you made way better. Like they're really nice. Like they have like double stitch collars and like cool stuff. Like they're great.
They're hemmed at the bottom in the sleeve, so there's no fraying. Full disclosure, I don't make them.
I mean, but you sourced them, right, or whatever. You found amazing ones. So great job.
They're like almost Mezco quality. But dude, you have 2 minutes left. I want to thank you very much for coming on. I know I would love for this to go on much longer, but you're great. I love to hear about the stuff that you do. I'm really looking forward to your lines, man.
Mortal Ruin and the Cursed Dead. You guys can search them on Instagram or just go to Playing With Myself in the link tree, and there's like a billion links in my link tree.
Follow every single one.
Yeah. Go look at all this stuff. I do things.
Yeah, so I have Adam's Instagram in the description down below, his link tree down below. Toy Migos is coming up next. When we get off, Adam's got to go. I might stay on for a few minutes and wrap things up. But I also have Plunderlings tees coming out tomorrow, well, at midnight Eastern. taxhf.ca. There's going to be 3. I've got 2 of them here. Make sure you check the website. I got some work to do. Adam, thank you so much, man.
Yeah, well, dude, thank you for having me on here. You know I love you. Like this was a load of fun, and we're all one big happy toy family.
Yeah, I you Toy Migo guys and the Chat Migos, everybody, like this community has been so awesome with sharing and propping each other up. Smashes in here, everyone just sharing and being a community. It's great.
Smash Lab, love you.
What if we go like this?
Oh, does that wait, I'm going. I don't like that's I don't know how to do it in that.
There's only 4 seconds left before you have to go.
Oh my jeez.
There you go.
Is it working?
Yeah, that'll be the thumbnail.
I'm like, how does I have
that took way too long.
I know. I struggled, dude. I seriously struggled with that one.
Hey man, if you have to go bounce off first, that's cool. Thank you very much.
All right. I'm sure I will see you in chat after this.
I'll be in chat in a few minutes.
All right. Later, guys.
Thank you so much. Take it easy. Hey, that was a lot of fun. Adam's awesome. Chat Migos, fantastic. Tomorrow, that was definitely going to be the thumbnail, and it's easy to remember because it was the 2-hour mark, so I don't have to really scrub through the whole video. Thank you everyone for coming out tonight. 2-hour stream, 80 something people here. You guys are awesome. Tomorrow I will be back with my friend Troy. We will be talking about the Falcon and the Winter Soldier episode 2. live here on YouTube, 9 p.m. Eastern. I'm going to watch it during the day, take some notes, and we're going to talk about, we did it last week too, any toys that may be related to the show as well. And you guys already saw some this week. Some of the Marvel Select, Diamond Select figures. So we'll talk about that. That should be my signature sign off. I should just do a heart with everybody. Have you seen that Tom Holland picture where it's like this fan with taking a photo with Tom Holland at a convention, I think, and he's doing this, and then like the girl didn't reciprocate, and they just keep zooming in on his face, and he's just like, it's such a Tom Holland thing. But yeah, guys, in between streams, you can catch me on Instagram. That's instagram.com/toyingaround, facebook.com/I'm-toyingaround. I have TikTok. I don't know why, because I don't really know how to use it. I'm just an old man. This is also streaming on Twitch. I'm also on Twitter as well. So if you guys have anything you want to tag me in your unboxings. Just show me. A lot of stuff that you opened up tonight while you're watching. It's always cool to see that, because it's good to see you guys who are, fans, but you're also friends. We're all watching together, to see that you guys open stuff at the same time. We're kind of, all doing the same thing together, which is awesome. I'm really liking this display here, by the way. This Zordon is the perfect stand to showcase the figure that I last opened. Might keep that there. Thank you everyone for watching. Thank you for all the generous super chats that you guys have been putting up throughout the show. It's been helpful in upgrading things and getting ridiculous V-necks for special guests. I like to do a little special something for, something themed for that person coming on. It makes for a good conversation, a good laugh, and hopefully you guys get a kick out of it too. So thank you for those. It's very generous of you guys. So yeah, tomorrow, Falcon and the Winter Soldier episode 2, taxhf.ca, pre-order for the Plunderlings tees. We've been working on that for a while, and then there was COVID and all this stuff. It was I'm just really excited. Plunderlings are awesome. I've got a bunch, and it's just been a pleasure to work on that. Hopefully you guys like what is revealed shortly. And I think that's it. If you have anything, hit me up on Instagram. I'm there all the time. And yes, next week, April 1st, the Enablers are back. So 796 Studios, High School Creations, Prime to the First. You guys saw them earlier this month, and I think we had like a 5.5-hour stream. Everyone had a great time. King Megacon says, great stream. Thank you very much. AI's Collectibles, Action Figure Expert. Thank you guys. But yeah, that's gonna be like a monthly thing. The first Thursday stream of every month is going to be the Enablers, and it's usually just going to be a lot of ridiculousness. And it's my birthday weekend next week, so I took the Friday off. So it's going to be another one where we can go 5-6 hours, and I won't have to worry about sleep. Actually, I still will, because I have to drive my daughter to school. But it's on the other guys. That's their problem, not mine. And hopefully, for my birthday weekend, I'm going to have some giveaways. So I hope you guys can all tune in, and it's going to be a fun time. I'm going to give some stuff away. You guys have been so generous with the super chats. I definitely have to give back. So there will be stuff there. So make sure you tune in next week, April 1st. April 8th, I will have Dante, aka Dark Jokers in. He is the host of the Infinity Equation podcast, and Dante's an awesome dude. He's another guy who I've gotten to know more over the last year in this community, just from doing this kind of thing, and people being awesome and being open, chatting with each other. It's I don't know. It's like we're all on the same team. We all do our own things, but we're all cool. Like, the chat Migos are here, and we're cool with each other, and we're on each other's streams. I got the Tuesday crew up in here, and it's just a lot of love. So I didn't even this all started out as me talking about toys. I didn't know it would build into this kind of thing where there'd be like a Butter Baron or Butter Nation or something. But shout out to the Butter Nation, and everyone who just watches. You are all amazing. So that's going to be April 8th with Dante, and that's the same podcast that Bobby Valla is on, who was on here last week. So he's on the Infinity Equation podcast. Make sure you follow them on YouTube, because they're trying to hit that 1,000 subscriber goal for this year. So help them out. They have awesome streams every Friday night as well. Hell yeah, Butter Nation in the chat. Should we get more? Do I need Butter Nation merch? I did 3D print some 1/12 scale butter sticks. It's kind of ridiculous, but yeah, I can hook people up. You message me on IG if you're into that. April 15th, the Chamba. He is an artist, world renowned artist. He's also a toy collector, which is, what we all have in common. And he's been in all the chats watching over the last few weeks, and I've been chatting with him. He's a cool dude, so I'm very excited to chat with him as well. And he's over on Toy Migos right now. What am I doing? Go watch Toy Migos. That's my wrap up. Thank you everyone for coming out, and always, I don't want to say and as always. Everyone says as always. Thank you for watching. Thank you for coming out. Keep toying around. Peace.